Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially... Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll go back to work on offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone is right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away. Because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. It's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
I love the attitude on defense. There was nobody moping around feeling sorry for themselves. The offense has the ball deep in their own end. Step up and make a play. Second down, third down, they generate sacks. Nice job.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Mitchell. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. They're trailing by 11 to Indiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Intercepted. A turnover in their own territory.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
You Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Gets some yardage and gets down.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football.
Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. When they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Buys a little time with his feet. Got room to work. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurried. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. Running wide open down the gut of the field. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
Rutgers, 28, Nebraska, 25.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Mitchell. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Using his legs at times. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Going to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go right back to it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. And that is his 5th interception. A nightmare he is not waking up from. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know
he'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Caught over the middle. It's Black. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You